Good afternoon. It's time for yet another late NFL Bucky's Mail Day. The show is Mike C, of course. I'm the star of the show, as always, and forever, and for eternity, and beyond. It's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. Bucky's not happy. I watched almost all the game. I had to turn it off because when it was over, it was over. The Badgers lost to USC. I love the USC Trojans. It's always one of my favorite college teams. They played them at USC, and the first half, guys, it was a fantastic game. They were up 21-10 at halftime. The running game was working. The short passes were working. Quarterback was playing well. Defense, little trouble stopping the pass, but they were okay. They were up, 21-10 at halftime. And then they totally went in the tank in the second half. They didn't score again. Final score was 38-21. 38-21. And they just stopped playing. I don't know what the hell happened at halftime, but they did not show up. They never came out of the locker room. One of the most controversial calls of the entire game was a 4th and 1, and they ran it out of the shotgun, which is stupid. Then you got like 4 yards you got to get. Never understood that call, and they took a lot of heat from it as well. They should, and they ended up getting blown out at the end. It was very disappointing. I didn't watch the last couple minutes because it was over, and so very disappointed. So Bucky's not happy. But we play Purdue next. If we don't win that game, the season's over. It's close to now. The good thing is Gophers lost. So that was good. The other game I wanted to talk about was a night game. One of the best games I've ever seen in my life, with some of the best catches I've ever seen in my life. Alabama wide receiver, I don't remember his name now. He batted the ball to himself, stretched out. I mean, a spectacular catch. And then ran, another 10, 15 yards. One of the greatest catches I've ever seen. Big plays. I mean, Alabama was way ahead. And Georgia, as a great team as they are, came all the way back. They took the lead. And then the very next series, the Badgers went 2 plays, boom, all the way down the field. Another great catch. I think they had a field goal. They're up, so the final score was, where was it, Bucky? 41-34. And Georgia was driving again for the tying touchdown. Maybe they'll go ahead if they went for 2. And Bama intercepted, I think it was a freshman corner, intercepted in the end zone just to seal the game. Just a fantastic game. And I give Georgia all the credit for coming back because Alabama just dominated them in the first half. So it was a very exciting game. I think in some polls, Bama's 2. Some there might be 1. I think Texas is 1 in the other polls. So Texas, Bama 1 and 2. Michigan 1. Ohio State 1. Give props to Indiana. They're 4-0. They have a very good team. And I think in some polls, they have 6. Big Ten has 6 teams in the top 25, something like that. It's ridiculous. But so kudos to them. Badgers still have time to turn around, but another disappointing season. If they make the bowl games, they'll continue their streak, but not a very good season. And head coach Fickell has taken a lot of heat, and so we'll see what happens. I'm not sure if the Purdue game is in Madison. Probably is. It's my guess, but we'll see. But Bucky, what in the world do you have in front of you today? Well, there is a Lions reference there. That's the card right here. There it is. It's a patch, Stafford patch. I thought I'd throw that in just for the heck of it. What are all these signs, Bucky? I don't understand this. 4.0, top 20, top 5, 25, top 20. I don't understand. Top 10s. What's going on? Well, we're here to announce our official launch of, we were calling it Bucky's Mail Day 4.0, because the first few videos we had no titles. Not that I can. Well, they had titles, but nothing as a theme. And then we had Bucky's Mail Day, many years and videos. And then we had Bucky's NFL or NFL Bucky's Mail Day, which we have now. This one is going to be, it'll still be Bucky, but it's going to be Bucky 4.0, like I said. And what that's going to entail is Bucky and I, our top 10, 20, whatever the number is, anything from, it'll be sports, be movies, food, lots of different categories. Video games will be prevalent. I printed some other cards out. Top NES games that I like. Now, I didn't play a ton of them, but enough to have numbers. And Super NES games, Dreamcast, which I loved, and so those will all be represented. Now, I'll make the first one next week because the Lions are on a bye. So look for those. Hopefully, they'll get some views, and it's just to put my favorite items out there, just for fun. Speaking of the Lions, well, the card, I mentioned the card, I did. The Lions play tonight. They're at home against Seattle. They've had a hell of a time beating Seattle, but Lions have a ton of injuries. Now, Seattle's got a lot too, especially in their defense. But the Lions have a ton. I mean, their safeties are injured. Brian Branch is very doubtful. Just a couple other players. Frank Ragnow is not going to play. So it's going to be a lot of backups and depth and grit. And we'll see what happens with that. So Carl and I are going to make some pizza, watch the game, and root for the Lions. Now, yesterday, the game was not on here. My brother watched it. Packers and Vikings had a heck of a game. Vikings were way ahead, and the Packers came back. Actually had the ball to go ahead. Jordan Love threw an interception, a couple interceptions actually, and they lost. I think it was 41-38, if I remember. So that was exciting. The game last night, I watched some of it. It was the Bills and the Raiders, I believe it was. It wasn't that great of a game, so I just kind of turned it off. But tonight's game, very important. Lions need to go to 3-1 because the Vikings are 4-0, which is very depressing, Bucky. But give them credit. Their next game is in London against the Jets, who continue to lose and are overrated. Aaron Rodgers, might be the last time the Vikings ever play Aaron Rodgers. So we'll see how that goes. Go Jets, Jets, Jets. We'll see what happens. Last week's video did 7, so that was a little bit down. Well, that's okay. Like I said, that was the Baxter one. I thought it'd be better, but people didn't know what Baxter is. So that's why I'm thinking this is going to be great because there's no point of reference. But I really don't care because that was for Baxter, and I told their owners on their website that I was going to do it. Not that it's going to really generate anything, but it just makes me feel better and Carla. And they still make postings. They still show pictures of cute little dog. Oh. But so go to Facebook if you want and see Baxter because he was a really cute dog. And he's in doggy heaven like we mentioned last week. We got a birthday. I believe it was yesterday. Calvin Johnson, Megatron's birthday. I think he's 38 or 39, something like that. I want to say 38. Well, we'll see. But great wide receiver. Fast, huge, great length. And just too bad they couldn't do more with him, their team. But a fantastic player, one of my all-time greats. I should have got the autograph card, but I didn't think of that. But we'll see. Maybe we'll show it next Bucky. Now we will have a Bucky's Mail Day next Monday, and The game will be a week old, but we'll still, report anything going on. Signings, trades. I hope trades are going to be available and made. There's a couple, there's a guy from the Bengals, finally won the other day. He's been talk of Max Crosby from the Raiders. Raiders are a mess. There's talk of trades of trading Hendon Hooker to the Raiders. That's been seen. I've seen that. And then Hassan Reddick from the Jets. And I just found out that they can't re-sign him, or trade. They can't trade players back because he's on the Eagles right now, I think. So they can't trade him back until 2 years. So something's going to happen. I sure as hell hope something's going to happen. And not just, they might have to trade for a safety because they're getting a lot of injuries. But they will make a trade. I really believe that, and it's going to be a good one. This game will be important tonight because if they go to 3-1 with a bye, they can get healthy again, and they can get somebody in quickly, I hope, so they can train and get familiar with the system. So it's a big game tonight. Can't wait, and looking forward to it. We have a birthday, no, I'm sorry, not a birthday. I apologize. A rest in peace. Kris Kristofferson died. A lot of you probably don't even know who the hell that is. Hard to describe. A very intelligent man. He was a Rhodes Scholar, went to Oxford. A musician. Dated Barbra Streisand, I know, for a while. He was in movies. I guess an entertainer is the best way to describe him. He's 88, I believe. So, rest in peace, and condolences to his family and friends. But, Kris Kristofferson, that was just the other day. And so life goes on. Not too much else to report, Bucky. We're over 10 minutes. Okay, weather's pretty nice today. Other than that, Bucky, not too much else going on. So, for Mike C and of course Star Show, as always, it's Bucky. Remember, Bucky 4.0. And I'm not sure what our category is going to be the first. I haven't decided yet, but we'll find that out. We'll decide. But sometime coming up this week, hopefully, it could be any day, it could be tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But we'll have the first Bucky 4.0 and Bucky's Mail Day. Well, maybe just call it Bucky 4.0. That's shorter. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be one of those two. It's not really a mail day. Oh, it'll probably be Bucky 4.0. That sounds better. All right, so for Mike C, of course, Star Show, as always, it's Bucky. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. And take care, everybody. Stay safe. Stay warm. And we'll catch you next week. All right, bye.